Hey, Gado Yeshaya. Hallelujah. Talk about Yeshua. Great sound. Thanks. All praise. All glory to Most High Yah. Thank you so much for the light. And thank you so much for this water. And thank you so much for this view right here. I don't know so much about the cicadas over here making these sounds. Yeah. I'm thankful I get to experience. Man, I hope everything is coming through somewhat loud and clear on y'all end, man. I got a bunch of bugs making a symphony all around me right now, but I just wanted to come through, spread a message right quick. Y'all already know on this side of YouTube, it's just different, man. Creating content to inspire, encourage, and motivate the next to be great. And as you can see by the title of this video, hey, imagination can rule a nation. I've been doing some studying on my analytics that says that I got a crowd that ranges in the age around like what 23 to 35, 38. So yeah, I say that to say y'all may know the reference as far as the SpongeBob quote, and when he's over here talking about it's called imagination. And when you really think about it, everything that we have here today, it literally came from someone's imagination. Everything that you see that's a part of reality, it came from someone's imagination. It came from someone's idea. And so my question is to you, family, what is it that you imagine? And do you know that your imagination one day rule the nation? I'm just sitting back, man, just taking in the vibes, blue skies, man. Just that love with life. And I'm thankful for what the Most High put inside me to be able to create, to be able to have an imagination, to be able to think outside the constructs that society tries to put you in. And it's like, if we don't teach our children how to do that, and if they're only bringing up imagery or ideas of things that they see, say who really has the influence, who has the idea or the vision or the imagination to say that they see something greater in this world and actually put forth the works to make that come about. Hold on, family. Watermelon break right quick. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know what y'all doing, family. If y'all ain't outside getting in some nice fruits, letting your skin soak up some of these sun rays, hey. And let's just say, your environment plays a big role in what you imagine, what you vision. So when we talk about imagination ruling a nation, what is it that is around in your environment that influences what you think, what you imagine? To say, family, we in that month now where my thesis is starting to really come alive, where, hey, anything is possible. Y'all already know. Faith that anything is possible. Desire to be extraordinary. Dreams do come true. Hey, I'm a firm believer. And all I could do is look out and see the world and everybody experiencing their dream coming true. Everybody having their imagination become a reality, why can't you? And at the end of the day, family, we really gotta be more aware, be more conscious, be more intent with how we portray things in this world, how we portray ourselves. What is it that you really imagine the world to be? All I can say, family, I imagine being around people who have a connection. I imagine being around people who want to see me grow, vice versa. I want to see them grow. I imagine being around in a world where there's no need to be sad. I imagine being in a world where all these little kiddos know exactly what they want to do, and they're doing it to the point where they're not confused about who they are, because they know who they are. They were told who they are, and they were given the ability to be able to create and expand and continue to grow into who they ultimately want to be. When you look at the mindset or the imagination that's being portrayed upon society and this generation coming up next, the question, family, I really want to be able to hit this on the head. Who is imagining these things? Who is imagining that we should have months where we celebrate certain sexualities? Who is imagining these things where we go around in schools and teaching kids their options? Who is imagining these things where everybody is just sitting around looking at a phone and not engaging with the people? Whose imagination is this? They say, is this a part of your idea? Is this a part of something that you promote? Is this a part of the constructs and reality that you want to be able to portray in this world? It's called imagination. And what do you imagine? 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years into the future? What is it that you see? What is it that you vision? And hey, family, I can open up those scripts and read out that book where it's telling us about a nation with no vision. Where is that going to lead them? If you don't have a vision, if you don't have an imagination, if you don't have any idea of what you're supposed to be doing in this life, where are you going to be headed? And to say, if you do have a vision, if you do have an imagination, can you express that? Can you make it make sense? Is it something that's good? And how many people really sit down and actually acknowledge what they're thinking about and even express with intent of what's in their mind, their imagination, without having any type of influence over here prompting them to? And I see a lot of that lately, family. I see a lot of people who just moving around and don't really have no imagination, don't really have no vision, don't really have a dream, don't really have anything as far as the idea of what life can be. So instead, they end up just grafting into the mass reality or the mass hypnosis, I would like to say, of this perverted imagination nation. This perverted imagination. Imagination. Ooh, I gotta put that on a t-shirt. But y'all already know, family. It's different out here when you're moving with a vision. It's different out here when you're moving with purpose. It's different when you have an idea and your imagination is so creative, where you can see the little things in life and just add a little bit extra, and you make that extraordinary. To the point where a piece of paper may just be a piece of paper to you. And it's like, how many things can you actually do with a piece of paper? How can you actually teach with just a piece of paper? And this will comes in hand, family. The imagination, having a vision, having an idea to say, if somebody gives me a piece of paper, I can make something out of it. I can cut it. I can use it to obviously make some scraps or whatever, and we can put it together to make words. It's like when you have an imagination and when you're giving the bare minimum, you can make the most out of that. And let's just say you can have all the tools and resources in the world, but if you lack the vision, if you lack the mentality to have a creativity or some type of imagination, you wouldn't even know how to use it. You can have the most amazing body, perfect mind. You can be the smartest person in the world. But if you lack the imagination, if you lack the creativity, if you lack the idea and the vision to be able to go out here and be something of value, and not just be something of value, but make something out of nothing. True. What's your value? And what's your purpose? To say, family, you can give me a piece of paper and I will definitely keep someone entertained. I will definitely keep someone educated. And there will never be a dull moment for at least an hour. Give me an hour. That's all I need is a piece of paper. And we'll definitely expand on that topic or whatever we're building on in that subject matter. Say, family, give me a building. Give me some whiteboards. Give me all that high-end technology and all the resources that these other communities have. And let me go out here and try to influence and teach and guide my children the right way. To say, if I was just doing it with a piece of paper, think of what we can do with the building. Think of what we can do with the school. Think of what we can do with the nation. Y'all ain't hear me, man. Y'all ain't hear me, man. Hold on, I gotta cut the music down some. And I just want you guys to be able to comprehend the message. Imagination rules a nation. What you vision, what you think, what you dream can ultimately become a reality. The ideas that you have can ultimately become a reality. My question is to some of the individuals that are in positions of power, some of the individuals that are so-called creating constructs in our world, what is it that you imagine? And if you were given just a blank piece of paper, what would you do with it? If you were given a world with just trees and greenery, and that was just it, what would you imagine? What would you create? For my new agers, what would you manifest? What would you pray for? What would you ask for? All I can do, family, is share with y'all my experience. Share with y'all, you know, my testimony. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Imagination rules a nation. Peace.